guys, Scott with Show Me Reptiles. Back here, guys, today to talk to you about how to pick the right vendor to take on the perfect animal for one of our shows. So I'm sure you guys are doing all your research to find out your new pet animal's best care and husbandry. So one of the best things to do is to do all that research online, and then probably the last thing you're gonna find out is, where do I get this animal now? If you have a reptile shop near you, we have shows all across the country. If you sign up on our newsletter, you can actually get a list of vendors before the show starts. You can also go to the Show Me Meet and Greet Facebook page. That way you can get updates on what vendors are coming to what shows. You can get in contact with their social media and look at online reviews before the show even happens. That way you got a good idea of what vendors are going to be there and what they supply, and get in contact with them before the show. All right, so now you've got a list from either our email or our Facebook page on what vendors are coming to the show near you. You can go to their Facebook page, their Instagram, whatever social medias they have. They might also have a website. You get a good idea of what they supply, what things they specialize in, as well as look at the online reviews so you know what vendor might be right for you. And also remember that, it is a modern age that we're living in with social media. So not all vendors are going to have an actual website, so those cost money. So if they can do what they need to do on social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is, that's just as good as anybody else's website. So don't be afraid that that's the case. All right, so now you've researched your vendors, you have a list together probably of what ones you want to talk to. You get to the show, what questions you want to ask those vendors. All right, so one of the first questions you might want to ask the vendor is this an animal that you produce? Basically means it captive bred, or is it something that you imported, being wild caught? All right, so we always do recommend a captive bred born animal from one of our vendors. However, there's some species out there that captive bred born just isn't really readily available in the hobby. So imports are kind of what happens with that. So there might be some follow-up questions you want to ask with an imported animal. One of the first things is, how long is the animal in your care? That way they can get a good idea of how the health of the animal is doing, how well it's doing in captivity, as well as has that animal seen a veterinarian. That way dewormed or deparasited, ready. Parasites might be in the wild as well. They need to do an overall health check by the animal. All right, so now we've come past the wild caught or captive bred questions. Now I move on to just general care questions. Some of the things you want to ask is, what is this animal eating? How often is it defecating? That way you've got a general idea of the care of the animal, how well it's doing in captivity. You also know when it was born, how long it's been with the owner, and that way you can see how long it's been thriving in captivity. Because when you take an animal to a show, it's got 1,000 people looking at it, it gets a little stressed. So we want to know this animal's been thriving right before you decide to take it home. Okay, so now I'll also ask if there's any kind of health guarantee on the animal. That way you know that they feel confident in the animal going home with you, as well as ask them for a care sheet. That way they can provide the best care to you, or if they have an online resource that they'd recommend for you to go to and check out more information on that animal. All right, finally, before we decide taking your friend home, I'm going to do a little health inspection. I'm going to see if the vendor will let you hold the animal. Part of my job as a coordinator of the show is to do health inspections over all the animals in the show, but obviously thousands of animals. Some things do get missed, even by the vendors that brought them into the show. Things happen, of course, today. So take a look at the animal, check for different health issues. You want to make sure the eyes are bright, shiny, and it's alert. Make sure it's not acting lethargic, with things like mites, things stuck around the cloaca, so that's the vent area of the animal. So different droppings that might be stuck there if they're having issues there. All right, finally, most importantly, ask if there's a way to get hold of this vendor after the sale. That way you can ask any additional questions or reach out to them with updates and leave them a great review if you had a great experience. All right, guys, there you have it. So you have your new animal, you're happy with it, it's happy with you. So now what do? You go on our website at showmesteaks.com, find that drop-down menu, find out when our next show is coming back to you. That way you come back, update that vendor on how your animal's doing, get some feeders, get some supplies, maybe get a new reptile. Also, if you're in the greater St. Louis area, you can see us in St. Peter's or Troy shops. We also have one up in Rhode Island.